This scalping trading strategy might get me into trouble, so let's get straight to it. Hey traders, I hope you're all going extremely well. My name is David and welcome back to my channel where I go through trading strategies. Today we're going to be looking at a trading strategy that I've kind of put together to be able to scalp on much lower time frames. I'm looking at the 5-minute time frame. Never had much success with even lower than that. I'm going to be back testing it and deep back testing it as far as I possibly can to see how it would work on previous data. I'm going to go through all of the indicators. Now, the reason I'm doing this today is I've been watching Joel on crypto, which was an old-time favorite of mine YouTube channel. He's been scalping a lot recently and been extremely successful. So I'm going to be trying to build a couple of scalping strategies here on David Tech. I'm going to start soft on the 15-minute time frame, trying to get in and out with a small amount of profit with an even smaller stop loss and taking several entries every day. So if that sounds something that you might enjoy, if I could just ask you a very quick favor, if you don't mind giving a good old thumbs up to the video if you enjoy the video, and don't forget to subscribe. I do videos every Monday and Friday. Don't forget guys, you can also add all of my trading strategies through Patreon. The links are down in the description below. And if you have a favorite indicator that you absolutely love and you would like me to backtest it, stick it down in the comments below. Don't forget, I give away 100 USDT to a lucky winner, random comment every Friday. So without further ado, I'm going to get over to my screen. Let's have a look at this trading strategy. Okay, here we are on TradingView. I'm on BTC USDT on the 15-minute time frame using data from Bybit. I'm going to be adding 3 indicators here using the NNFX trading system. If you don't know what the NNFX trading system is, it's a system where we're using indicators and rules for all of our entries, making sure that we take 100% of all of our entries. This means that we can backtest using the TradingView backtester to make sure that our trading strategy actually worked on historical data. We use one indicator for trend direction, another indicator to confirm our entry. We use other indicators as well for volume and volatility, and then we have an indicator for our stop loss, and one, maybe if it's not the same one, we may be using another indicator also for our exit. Might sound complicated, but once all put together in a plan, it makes our trading lives much easier and helps us to deal with things like emotion and things like that. The most important thing is we can actually automate this, connect it to bots, and leave our trading system to trade automatically. We can also incubate to make sure that we're trading, journaling all of our trades, which makes it absolutely brilliant for a full trading system. Okay, let's get back over and let's start adding these indicators. Okay, this plan was given to me by ChatGPT as always. I have shown how I've done this. I have actually fine-tuned a ChatGPT to help me with these trading plans. So the first indicator that we're going to actually be adding is the VIDA. So it's the VIDYA, and it's the VIDA trend by David Tech here. This indicator puts a line on our chart. I'm going to make it a little bit thicker so that we can see it here on YouTube. Boom, et voila. Okay, so we're going to be using this for our trend direction. We're going to be looking to take longs whilst the price is above the VIDA and it is green. We're going to be looking for shorts when the line is red and we are below the actual price action is below the red line. So that is our trend direction and the first rule in our NNFX plan. Okay, the second indicator we're going to be adding is the QQE. That stands for the quantitative qualitative estimation. We're going to be using the one by David Tech just here. If you scroll down, you'll be able to find it in the list at David Tech. So I'm going to add that directly to our charts here. Oops, I've added 2. There we go. This is the quantitative qualitative estimation indicator that I've built. Made it a little bit easier than the histogram one to understand. We have a oversold area, meaning price is cheap and we want to get in there. And then we have an overbought area, which is here, which we're looking for shorts. As you can see where that red dot is just there, we have an absolutely perfect entry, which would have given us over 4% on a 15-minute time frame. We're looking for the long, we can go here and we can say, look at this one as well. very small stop loss in comparison to the potential win of 3% there as well. Obviously, that is cherry picking, but I do know a very well-known algo trader that absolutely swears by this indicator here. We're going to set it up very, very quickly. Let's press that cog over here. We're going to set the oversold and overbought lines to a bit thicker just for YouTube so we can see it. And then if I go over, I'm going to set my overbought line to 60 and my oversold line to 40. Great. Okay, so as I said earlier, when price is below the green line here and crossing over, creating that green dot just there, we're looking for longs as price is considered cheap. When above this pink line here, when we might even just peak just slightly above it and crossing over, we're creating a red dot and we're considering that price will be expensive, so we're looking for shorts at that point. Okay, fantastic. Right, now let's have a look at a very quick entry that would have been perfect. We have the VIDA in green, we have a crossover here, as you can see. This one here would have been an absolutely perfect entry, making a quick scalp of 1%. Right, now we have one final indicator, the VIXFix, which I've been here before. So we're going to be adding the VIXFix, this one here, which is the VIXFix by Larry Williams, which is just this indicator here. We're going to be adding it. It's by Black Cat. I've actually modified this version here and added my own kind of version, which allows us to add an MA. You'll be able to find all of these indicators down in the description below. If you want to automate and use the back testing and all of that kind of thing, strategies, you will be able to find the David Tech strategies in the Patreon links below as well. Right, okay, the VIXFix. The VIXFix is an indicator that was made by Larry Williams. The idea behind this is that where the VIX, which is an indicator but used in some markets, this could be a potential alternative. We're looking for entries to be confirmed by this indicator here, which allows us to check for volatility in the market. We're looking for price to be below the white line for our entries. Okay, here is our first entry just here. As you can see, we are above the VIDA. We have the QQE crossing over in the oversold section just here, just there. We are below this white line on the VIXFix. Okay, so I'm going to take an entry, a long entry just here. As always, guys, I am cherry picking. Right, okay, so we're going to now be adding the ATR bands by David Tech here, this one here. This is going to give us our take profit and stop loss. I'm going to set our take profit and stop loss to 2.5 on crypto. I've found that seems to be a good compromise for getting the best stop loss. We're going to set our stop loss to the ATR bands just like that, and then we're looking for a take profit. Now I've actually backtested this, looking for a 2 works very well. We also have much smaller take profits where we can look for a 1.5. I have minimized my take profit to 0.7%. So the main rules that I've looked at is a risk to reward of 2, like that. I've also would like to backtest multiple take profits, taking profits in multiple zones here as we go up and maybe making the take profit a lot larger. My minimum take profit so that I can cover fees and everything else will be 0.7%. Okay, so that was my entry. I'm going to go away and back test this using the back tester and the David Tech strategy. Right, okay, let's go.
Come on, David, and once again he's got to code a new strategy. He'll be back in just 5 minutes. Come on, David, show us what you got.
Okay guys, as always, I wanted to sing a big thank you to Bybit before I go any further and show the backtesting results. Bybit are not sponsoring the video, but they've always helped out our community. I negotiated reductions in fees for everybody. They're taking 30% off of the fees, and it also gives a small kickback to our community if you sign up with the links down below. It helps a lot, so thank you very, very much. You will also get huge bonuses if you make a deposit over to their exchange. The exchange allows you to trade cryptocurrencies, and it's one I personally use. Okay, let's get over to those backtesting results that everybody's waiting for. Okay, here we are back on TradingView. I'm gonna now reveal the results. Drum roll, please. Boom. Right, okay, so this wasn't the easiest trading strategy in the world to optimize. I certainly have spent a little bit of time playing around with the confluences and things like that, but I have found that this trading strategy works quite well on many different setups, like multiple take profits, a much smaller risk to reward, taking more trades, and all of those kind of things. As you can see, currently there's only 35 trades on the screen, but I will do a big deep back test as well in a second. So we currently have a almost 70% win rate. We have a 68.57 win rate. We have 5 wins in a row, 2 losses in a row. We have a total trades, as I said, of 35. We have a net profit of 63% over here. Let me remove myself from the screen very quickly so you can see that equity curve. The equity curve looks great. I'm going to beat back test this so we can see right way back to 2022, the 26th of March. Boom. So as you can see, the win rate is now at 60%. The equity curve was extremely flat for a long period, but then just took off as trading, obviously volume increased maybe. We have 578%. If you go over to the buy to hold and look here, we have 567%. So we pretty much made exactly the same as if you would have purchased Bitcoin right at the very beginning here. Very much followed the equity curve of Bitcoin. If I place it here, you can see there's areas where we didn't make as much, but in the current market, we're actually earning better. We had a total trades of 189 trades. We have a 60.85 win rate and a profit factor of 1.7. If I look at the other factors here, we have a Sharpe ratio, which is very low at 0.58. I did expect that on the small take profits that we got here. The settings that I'm using are, as I said earlier, we're using a risk to reward, but I'm using currently on this one a lower risk to reward of 1.2. This does continue to be profitable all the way up to a risk of reward of 2. And also you can add the things like multiple take profits. This backtest here is a multiple take profits. So this setup here is a single take profit and is a risk to reward of 1. So we've decreased it, and as you can see, that's increased our win rate to 82%. And if I deep backtest it, is still profitable, almost 80% the whole of the way, but our net profit is only 62%. We have a 34% drawdown, which is quite large in comparison to our net profit. We have a 329 trades. So the equity curve, as you can see, dips a bit here, but is in general going in the right direction. It's hard to say whether this one would be a good one as well. I try to trade for a much higher risk reward, a higher reward than and a much smaller risk. Now this trading strategy even works in a negative risk reward, which allows us to create even bigger win rates of 86%, and it continues to stay profitable, like I said, all the way up to 2. Now if I take this up to 1.5 and then do multiple take profits, multiple take profits is added here. We're taking 50% off the table at 60% of our trade. We are still profitable. We have 81% profitability here. If I then add the deep back test, as you can see, there is a big dip in the trading strategy, so we'd have to work on trying to make that even better. We have a 71% win rate, but this is on multiple take profits. You do have to be careful on multiple take profits, as TradingView kind of takes each profit level as a win or a loss. 46% drawdown, which is huge for the amount of net profit. We are using leverage, guys, so if I took out the leverage, it would reduce the net profit and also would reduce the max drawdown. Okay, one last thing I'd like to show you guys is the importance of adding fees and slippage into the actual trading strategy. This is the first setup here. I'm currently at 0.04. That is the reduced fee that we get from Bybit. If we change the commission from 0.4 to 0.75, which we actually would get if we don't have that reduction, you can see that we're at 63% net profit here. If I change that to 0.75, you'd lose a good 20% of your profit just to fees here. So that small reduction actually is huge. Don't forget to set your slippage as well. Generally about 13 on BTC is what I set mine to. I try to overcompensate for slippage, adding 13, maybe a little bit more as well. Okay guys, certainly was not the best trading strategy I have ever tested on DavidTech, but I will be putting it into incubate.trade. Incubate.trade is that trading journal that we made here on DavidTech, which allows us to record all of the trades of a trading strategy on live markets to see whether it really does work live. I hope you enjoyed that one. As I said, I will try to improve it, as I am going to go away and try and improve some of the old strategies on Fridays here on DavidTech. It allows us to go back and look at things that we've seen before, make them better, and hopefully create even better trading strategies. I would like to try and find some on lower time frames, some scalping trading strategies that doesn't keep me in the market too long, increasing my risk obviously. Don't forget, you can add all of DavidTech trading strategies, connect them to bots, automate your trading process, but through DavidTech. The links to Patreon are down in the description below. And without further ado guys, take care, keep safe, keep trading, and I will see you on Friday, maybe Wednesday, as I do live streams on Wednesday as well. Take care, have a great week guys, bye bye.
Come on, David, and once again he's gone to code a new strategy. He'll be back in just 5 minutes. RSI and MAC.